G'day, mates. Yep, in Australia. Hope you're all doing great. And by the way, males and females are both called mates here. So I thought that was pretty funny. But it's just been so fun just experiencing this culture once again. People are so chill here. In fact, some of them are so chill that they don't even lift up their head and say hi when you're on a walk, because you know me, I like to say hi to everybody. But anyway, we've been here just over 3 weeks. So we're winding down our month-long trip to visit my son and his wife and our granddaughter Charlie. Also our daughter Carly just recently graduated from college, and she's here for the summer, which is winter over here. But just wanted to come and get you guys caught up a little bit and touch base, give you a few words of encouragement. Just before I left here, we had a catastrophe in our family, and I started dealing with that 48 hours before we left, and then it continued on after I got here. And then it went from bad to worse, and I won't get into details, but the first 3 weeks were incredibly stressful and painful. And you tack on not sleeping and all that kind of stuff, and just didn't do so well. And so I found out that, didn't know this about me before, but I'm a stress eater. So it hasn't been a great 3 weeks of eating. But thankfully, we have a tool that when I get home and back into some routine, I'll be back on track. My health has kind of taken a dive while I've been here, which is a little unfortunate when on vacation. But that I know is a direct result of not sleeping and the stress that just kept piling on. And tonight I was reflecting while I was taking my evening walk, and just a beautiful night here, and had my headphones in listening to a song that I have on my phone, I Can Only Imagine. Some of you have heard that before. Hopefully some of you have seen that movie. It just came out maybe 2 months ago. If you haven't seen it, it's just a great movie. I think everybody would find some benefit from it in one way or another. But I was very uplifted and encouraged while I was on my walk tonight, and I thought I'm just going to stop and make a video real quick and let you guys know that, all of us face trials and struggles along the way in so many various forms. We don't know ever what a day is going to hold. We don't know what tomorrow holds for our health or for our loved ones. Waking up at 2 a.m. that my parents' house was on fire was just, that doesn't happen very often. But it just seemed like it never stopped after that. And but you don't know what's around the corner. And so just want to encourage you to just remember that all you can do is what you can do. And I had some encouragement from one of my friends that talked about when we go through hard times he said, look at it like when you're at the beach and there's a riptide, and the signs are really clear that if you get caught in a riptide, the last thing you want to try to do is swim upstream. And that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to swim against the current, and it was just taking me under. And he said, we just got to float out and tread water and go with it and just kind of flow with it, knowing that once you get distance enough away from the riptide that you'll get into calm waters, and then you can just kind of start floating along the shore, swimming along parallel with the shore, and then you can swim back in, and you won't have to, it won't be such a struggle. And many have died trying to swim against the tide or that rip current like that. And it was a really good word picture for me, because I felt like that's exactly what I was doing. I was swimming against the current and not just trying to go with the flow and chill. It was just, everything was magnified, of course, with the lack of sleep. And then looking back now over the last 3 weeks and realizing that, I'm not proud of it, that I was eating a lot out of stress and just looking for some comfort. And anyway, have pulled through, and stress and anxiety has subsided a lot. I feel like I'm turning a little corner in my health here. But anyway, this isn't all about me, but I'm sharing my story with you transparently because I know that so many people struggle, and I just want to encourage you to remember that we have a solution, we have a tool. There's a lot of underneath work that needs to be done. I've been doing this for 9 years, folks, as a health coach, and pretty victorious most all the time along the journey, but at the same time there are setbacks, and for some of you there are setbacks, and we just have to decide at some point, are we just going to kind of go with the tide for right now, and then when the time is right, then just draw the line and get back on track. I've had people come to me that have lost 50, 60, 70 pounds and then gained some or all of it back, and come back to me several years later and saying, you know what, I know what works, I'm going to do it again. In fact, there's a gentleman right now that's down, over 40 pounds or something like that. Just amazing, and just going, you know what, I know this works, it worked before, and so I'm doing it again. And I'm just thankful that we have a tool like that. But But I hope that word picture might help you just a little bit to realize that sometimes you just have to go with the flow of things. And then when the time is right, you just draw the line and say, okay, I'm back on track. I'm going to win. Our health is worth it. Yeah, so for those of you that have been checking in while I'm gone, I know Anitra really appreciates hearing from you, and she's updating your profiles, and I appreciate that you're checking in with her. And those of you that are not, I would encourage you to, having that accountability, just that weekly checking in, even if it's just quick email or text to Anitra just saying, here's where I'm at. It would be greatly appreciated so we can keep your profiles updated and just to know how you're doing. So we get back on the 13th at about 6:30 in the morning. And if the trip home is anything like the trip here, I don't sleep much on planes, but at some point, you know, I'll get all the sleep dirt out of my eyes and back on track. So anyway, that's it for now. And just keep pressing on towards your best health, you guys. And just remember that trials come to pass. That means they come and then they pass. And so just keep pressing on. And I believe in you guys. Appreciate all of you. Bye-bye.